Okay, well, hi friends, Doc South here. Just we're ready to rumble another day, another another chance to try to get some things right for a change. And it's funny. Today started out kind of blech. No, the weather's fine. No, weather's fine. Oh, gosh, this October, almost every day in October is a goodie, a keeper. Unless you got a hurricane coming or something. But no, we're fine here in Jersey. And I think the rest of the states now to think about it. But I still started out today. Gosh, I'm poking around and, getting through the morning routine. And Sandy says, hey, gosh, we don't have anything to feed Millie, our hound. And I'm thinking, what, we don't? What about leftovers? There's no leftovers. You ate them all. Oh man. And anyway, next thing you know, she's making Millie. I think it was a little peanut butter, some peanut butter on bread with Chinese noodles. Now Millie would like that, but it's really not the most nourishing of breakfasts for your dog. And I said no, she's not having that. I mean, you give it to her, but no, this ain't happening. I'll go, doggone, if we're that low on food, I'll run down the luncheonette and get a breakfast sandwich for her or something. Hey, jeez. Because Millie would like that, a little bacon and egg or something. And I know I'll eat some of it too. And, again, actually, I was kind of sore at the situation. Not necessarily at any one, but just sore at the situation that, we hadn't planned. And so I'm driving down the road, heading for the luncheonette, and all of a sudden it hit me. Wait a minute. I don't think I got a whole lot of money. A breakfast sandwich, that's going to be, God, by the time I'm said and done, that might be all I got. I said, you know what? There's a store. I won't say the store because, but I said, there's a store, it's open. They got stuff. I'll run in there. And, it could be any store, truth be known. I'll tell you, it was a Walmart. Yeah, because it could be any store. That's what I'm kind of getting at. Geez, I'll go in there for crying out loud. They've just opened up they got a grocery store in there. I'll see what's there. Prices are always pretty good. And again, you think about it, the prices are good in almost any store when you think of what's involved. So I go in, I walk over, all of a sudden it hit me. I said, wait a minute, we got hamburger at home. I know we do. I got some here the other day, and it's not all gone yet. It's certainly good. Doggone it, I'll just go get a loaf of bread, and there you go, bingo. Well, I go running through the store, didn't even need a card, I'm just getting a loaf of bread. There they had fresh bread just out of the oven. It was $1. Yeah, $1. And I grabbed that. And it had sesame seeds all over it. Gee, and I kind of smelled at it. Gee, that smells good. Yeah. Well, fresh baked bread, can't beat it. I mean, for a while I was a baker's helper, and that was always kind of the treat of the day when you opened up the ovens and started pulling everything out. How good it smelled. And so I grabbed that, and then I'm walking for the door, and I pass the ice cream freezer, and it hit me, wait a minute, we're out of ice cream. We ate the last of that last night. So I saw they had a deal on some ice cream, got some butter pecan, and there you are. Now Millie and I we're set. I come home, cook a hamburger, bingo. And I got to thinking how spoiled we are nowadays. A lot of folks say, oh man, you got to go down to the store now. Boy, what a drag. And I maybe we're becoming a bunch of sissies. You get right down to it. Think maybe even 100 years ago, I guess there were stores. But they weren't like what we got now. I mean, honestly, you look at the typical box store, be it you just name it. Everything under the sun is in those places. It's like a museum of cool stuff that you can buy. Mark my words, there will be a day. I mean, just like they got Colonial Williamsburg, Okay, just like they got Colonial Williamsburg and everyone goes down there, they're in, the people working there are in character. They're from as far as they're concerned, it's the late 1700s. Okay, you wait. There's going to be a day. They're gonna somehow restore. There's going to be a mall that doesn't get bulldozed for another mall, right? And they're going to take that mall and they're going to turn it into. It'll be about 100 years from now. None of us will see this, but they'll have reenactors. They'll hire teenagers to hang out. They'll have people driving around the mall in cars. Yeah, people will be amazed. Look at that, Martha. What the heck? What is that, sir? Well, and there'll be someone explaining, well, this is a 1957 Chevy. Yes, these were popular in the year 1957. They were only made for that year, and then they'd make a different kind in 58. The 58 Chevy, instead of having these pointy tail fins, had and had triangular tail fins that kind of looked out the back of the. Yeah, I can see it now. And there'll be people in there going to see old movies. They'll actually sit down. They'll have this old time snack called buttered popcorn. Gosh, people used to eat this stuff. Yeah. Hey, wait a minute, this is good. Get another bag. Yeah, and the bag will only be $20. Yeah. Well, that's what it is now, isn't it? But you see what I'm saying? We're really, you get right down to it. It's like yesterday, I'm trying to fix a door on the front door on the house, and I needed window putty. I had to putty in some cracks, spackle in some cracks on the door, and I didn't have to go out and make my own out of river mud and oil, or whatever the heck you make it out of. I I didn't have to get tallow. Tallow or sheep fat and stick it in there, render it down. No, take, a day and a half to do that. I just had to go to the store and it was about $1.50. And I got it done. I'm telling you, these stores, the store where I work, again, I'm not supposed to say the name of it, so I won't, but you think about it, it's a supermarket, a medium-sized supermarket, not the biggest, not the smallest you'll ever see. But I'll bet you we have at least 40,000 items, separate items. And then if you add up that we got 12 of one item, 24 of another, it's got to be, 250,000 items in that store. I mean, it's got to be somewhere around 250,000. And we keep it all fresh and protected. You can eat it, and it's going to be, unless it's really somehow got waylaid to the back and is outdated, it's going to be perfectly good for you and tasty too. And you think about it, the kings of the medieval era, they didn't eat any better. We're eating way better than they did. I mean, God, they'd be lucky about once a year to get a boar's head to eat. And frankly, I don't know if I'd really like that myself. Poor boar looking at you. And it's like, yeah, I mean, King Reginald III could go down to our place or send his knaves, and he comes back with a bunch of tacos. Yeah, doggone, sit there, hold court, and him and the round table knocking down a bunch of tacos. And well, there was a liquor store nearby. Heck with mead, they got whiskey. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's amazing, and I don't know, and even gosh, like back in the old days, if you got hurt, my God, you were pretty much a goner. I mean, just a relatively mild accident. Next thing you know, they're sawing off your leg, and probably just getting you drunk to do it. They have to get me real drunk, but you see what I'm saying now. God, for almost any ailment, there's at least a fighting chance you got a cure for just about everything, and if nothing else, it can make you comfortable. It's absolutely, when you get right down to it, modern times ain't too bad. And I know someone will find this video maybe 100 years from now, and laugh at all the things I'm thinking are such modern conveniences. They'll probably have something in their house that'll, okay, you hit a few buttons, and next thing you know, a can of baked beans shows up. Yeah, but you get right down to it. We kind of got it made. You get right down to it. I mean, remember that when you're in line. But even if you're in line and that line takes 15 minutes, it sure beats the wagon ride into the big town, 30 miles away once every 2 months to get supplies. Huh? Yeah. And what do? You shot all the rabbits in your neck of the woods. Now what? Yeah, all you got is corn. Yeah. Corn for breakfast, corn for lunch, corn for supper. Oh, man. It's, I don't know. You get right down to it. We are. And heck, if nothing else, you can just run down to that luncheonette and get a breakfast sandwich, if nothing else. I mean, if you're totally out of everything, hey, three or $4, you got yourself a beautiful sandwich that honestly, again, royalty would have cherished. They would have written ballads about, yon bacon and egg sandwich. Uh, guy playing a mandolin. Yeah, yeah. It's just, yeah, get right down to it. Anyway, you might want to consider that next time you're feeling grumpy about you have to go to the store. At least you can. Yeah, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll see you later, friends. Doc South signing off for now. I think I just realized I got to go back to the store and get something. Anyway, I'll see you later. Bye now. Batteries, yes.